be talking about how to create a solid lead generation funnel for your business. And I think what's really, really important to understand is that every business that exists has a sales funnel. Sometimes we get really, really focused in on all of the jargon that's out there, and we think that, a funnel is just a landing page or whatever it may be, right? But the reality is if you have a business, you have a sales funnel. And really all it is every single touch point that you have with your ideal clients. And each one of those touch points can actually bleed revenue and sales in your business if they're not optimized. So when I go through this process with my clients, I kind of explain that there's this psychology of relationship building that they've got to establish in their business, from turning people from cold traffic or people that don't know them into buyers. And it doesn't always equal a landing page. Sometimes it's just a business card. But you've got to have every step along the way optimized and every step considered in order to turn that cold traffic or people that don't know you into buyers online or offline. A lot of times what people think is that you've just got to run ads. And if you run ads and get more traffic to your website, then your business is going to explode and you're going to get all of these sales. And the reality is that's simply not true. If you aren't getting buyers organically right now in your business, then it is not ready for you to send traffic to your website. You have got to be able to optimize your website for traffic to actually get leads and get buyers on your website if that's what you're after. So for the course of this video, I'm going to be focusing in on those of you that want to set up lead generation on your website, lead generation online. I'm assuming that you want to get clients off of social media, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. This is how you're going to do it. So the first step in establishing your sales funnel is your messaging. Now, when I work with business owners, this is probably the number one problem that everyone has across the board. Most people that I work with are extremely intelligent. They're the best of the best that are out there. They have years and years of experience, and that is not what they're lacking. But when it comes to communicating online and what to post to get clients and how do you get engagement and how do you get people to care, this is where most people struggle. So when I started this whole journey myself, it was a really big struggle. Learning how to do landing pages, writing copy, and understanding how all of this digital marketing stuff works. And what most people do is they go and they get like a mini marketing degree, right? Just trying to figure out how to make it all work. And then none of it works. And it is because of this one component. And in many cases, you will even go to an agency, a marketing agency, and they won't be able to give you any results, any real ROI online because they don't understand this piece either. And it is a lot of psychology. And what do I mean by psychology? Well, if you look at back in the day, there were advertising agencies out there. There weren't marketing agencies. And they were, they'd go out there and they do all these ads, and things were all based on psychology, right? You look at the news and what stories they choose to talk about. Those are all psychology. Anything that goes viral on social media, it lands in the top 17 categories of basically human needs that we cannot ignore. So if you want to go viral online, you just have to grab a topic in one of these top categories. And that's also how you get attention online. How you get people's attention and you grow your business online is focusing on the things that people care about, right? So there's nothing new under the sun. It's just that nobody really explains this at a very deep level. And so then you're out there trying to get this marketing degree and none of it's working because you're missing this whole psychology piece that, is really, really hard to grasp. And it takes years. And for me, it took me years to figure it out because nobody was just handing it to me, right? And that's what I do for my clients. I hand it to you. So if you worked with me, you have your messaging, you know exactly what you need to communicate. You know exactly how do you need to communicate it. You know what you need to post on social media to get leads. And the rest of this is going to be really easy for you because what makes everything succeed is that messaging. And it's very, very specific. And if you haven't worked with me, I take all of those human needs and the psychology and match that with my clients' services so they know how to get attention online, and I hand them exactly what they need to focus on in their business, as far as what they post and what they need to put on their landing pages, all of it. And just remember, it's not just about sharing information. It's about focusing on your ideal client's struggles related to the services that you sell and the things that they care about. So it takes a lot of empathy, and it's a lot of switching around to establishing yourself as this amazing expert that knows a lot to actually focusing on what your ideal clients care about. So the next step is creating irresistible offers. So what do I mean by this? What's an irresistible offer, and how do you do this? And I know that this was really, really difficult for me for many, many years. And really all it is, I'm going to give it to you really, really simple, is the transformation that you deliver with your services. So it is before working with me, after working with me. This is a transformation. This is what you get. Usually in your business, you will have a list of like 10 to 15 different transformations that you provide through your services. So you just want to look through those transformations. You want to choose which transformations you're focusing on for this product and what this product does, the transformation it delivers, and that's what you want to communicate. And that's an irresistible offer, right? So I have, for example, an amazing offer that is 50 leads in 30 days for $97 or your money back. And then I also teach you how to manage your ads going forward. And so you actually have these ads you can turn on that will work for your business and generate leads for your business, right? That's an irresistible offer to my ideal clients that actually want to get leads into their business. And here's another hack. If you're a new business owner, don't come up with new product ideas. If there's not a market for your product or service, you're going to have a really hard time really crafting a market for it, right? If nobody sees the need for it, then you're going to struggle, right? So make sure that there's actually market out there, there's room in the market, and that people are actually buying these services. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. And it's very important to look at your competitors, see what they're doing, and find kind of a space that they're not delivering to that you can kind of, move your way in and provide some of those services. And I've kind of done that in my world, in the digital marketing world, where I hand people everything that they need, all of this messaging to make everything work, right? It's the easy button. I'm not taking you through a program telling you that you've got to create a niche, right? Or what's your niche. I just say, this is what it is. This is your ideal client. This is what your transformations, this is what you've got to post. Here you go, right? And that is far easier for people to do rather than having to go out and get a full-on new education on how to even create this for your business and get people to care. The last thing that I wanted to mention is always align your offers with the next logical step in working with you. So this is really important because if you're going to do a small dollar offer like I did, say $97, that's pretty inexpensive. And then I want to be able to have a next logical step for those individuals. If they hire me for that and now they want more help, they want to get increase their ROI with their leads. If they want to, me to do the work for them, there's so many different things. So you've got to have like a ladder, an ascension ladder to bring people up to the next thing that they can get from you. So as you go through this, probably the easiest way to do this is to look at your core offer and find something you can splinter off. So when clients come to me and they pay me to do their marketing for them, to do their social media, to get them leads, to do all the stuff, this is part of what I offer them. So I will actually do the ads for them. And I will also do all of their social media and everything. And because I'm doing all their social media and we're posting the right stuff and we're getting it all out, it produces high quality leads. So then when we run the ads, they're actually high quality leads that are going to convert. We also make sure that they have, a really seamless system set up to turn those clients, those leads that come into their business into clients and raving fans. So the next thing I want to talk about is landing pages. So don't check out if you're somebody that offers services and maybe you're not selling a physical product online, or people don't purchase or pay you on your website. You still need a solid landing page that is going to sell your services. And if you are out there and you're trying to drive people to your website and actually get them to convert on your website, you're going to need a solid landing page. And part of that is having all the important information above the fold. You want to allow people to know within 30 seconds what exactly are you offering, right? And there is an actual formula to writing a solid sales landing page, like sales copy. And you really want to focus first on the ultimate promise that you deliver. You're going to do so that's going to be your heading and then your subheading, right? Then you're going to dive into the problems that your ideal client is having related to that product or service, right? So you're going to draw them in with that. Then you're going to transition into what would they want to expect in their future? What's the transformation that they're after, right? You're going to talk about that transformation. Then you're going to go into position yourself as an expert in your product as the solution to solve those problems, right? Then some of the things that are really, really good to have on a landing page are going to be testimonies, number one. If you don't have testimonies, you're going to want to have your copy be longer than normal, because from a psychological perspective, people see lots of copy as equal to lots of testimonials, because they just think in their head that, wow, there's so much copy here, it's got to be great. So then you want to go into, obviously, the transformations that you're going to provide. It's really, really important to do some sort of price comparison and show people what they get in working with you versus working with other business owners that are just like your business. How are you different, right? And that's even, because people will purchase with emotion, but they'll justify everything with logic. So the more logic you have out there, the better. You also want a solid guarantees, like a money back guarantee, or we'll work with you until you get the solution, whatever it may be. And if you need help with putting up a solid landing page that's high conversion, I'll put a link down below for a free download you can grab, and you'll be on your way. Now let's talk about how to get buyers, not just leads. How many of you have ever done Facebook ads or any type of ads, and you've gotten all these leads, all these people into your email list, and none of them convert? None of them turn into clients. And you're super frustrated because you think, what is going on here? So let's talk a little bit about this process, because I feel like, again, people think that the quick fix is just, put up ads and drive traffic. But if your landing pages and your current offerings aren't actually selling, you're wasting a lot of time. In fact, if you ever do any type of course online, program online, I highly recommend that you pre-sell it. Put a landing page up, get that landing page to convert, and then launch it. Because you could literally spend months and months and months creating something and it never sells, right? I have been in that situation, and I know that countless others have. And the best way to get around that is put a landing page up, pre-sell it. If it doesn't sell, you didn't waste thousands of dollars building something that nobody wants. The other component of this is building trust on social media, showing up. I love video because people get to know, like, and trust you, and they get used to seeing you, and it is a very, very easy way for them to figure out if they want to work with you. And so I really try to encourage as many of my clients as possible to do video. And the other thing is that posting about their problems versus trying to be the smartest person in the room is going to get you ahead faster, right? And I want to talk a little bit about the data along all of this. So as we've been going through this, we need to measure the data along each step. And a lot of times when I work with business owners, they do not like the data part of it. They just think, well, that's not really that important. But the thing is that the data is what allows you to tweak things to get an ROI. So if you are struggling with turning people into leads into buyers, well, they're getting stuck in your journey, in your customer journey. So it's very important to look at that data and find out exactly where they're getting stuck. And then you just make a little tweak to that little spot. And then you should start to see some conversions, right? And if you are missing the know, like, and trust aspect, then you want to amplify anything that you have to get them to know, like, and trust you. And again, that could be tons of videos. It's posting the right content. It's building trust with people. And I feel like a lot of us want things overnight. We want things to just happen overnight and just be like a miracle for us. But we've got to build relationships with people. And on social media, it can kind of feel like, oh, well, I just post stuff and then, everyone's just supposed to magically come into my email list. And the reality is that you've got to build relationships. You've got to look at those numbers as individuals and actually care about those individuals. And that's where your messaging really, really is important. You've got to have that messaging down. And that is going to help you to build that relationship online by posting the right things. And you're showing up, and people are liking and trusting you because you're showing up, right? And having that consistency. The other thing is, you could provide information at this point and education, but again, it's really, really important that you focus on their struggles, their needs, what they care about, and you will eventually turn those people into buyers, right? So it's all about the know, like, and trust factor. The last thing is I want to talk about leading people to buy your core offer. So typically, if you have things set up correctly, you're going to have a small ticket item that you are selling to people, and that is actually going to pay for your ads. So like my $97 offer, if I run ads to that, people are going to buy it and it's going to pay for my ads. So I'm not just putting an ad up and wasting tons of money. I'm actually putting an ad up and I'm making money and I'm getting leads, right? That's ideally what you want to set up in your business. So if you don't have it already and you want to run ads online, I highly suggest you do it. There's another reason why you would do this small little offer, and that is from a psychological level, it takes your relationship to the next level, right? It's a way for people to kind of test out your services and what it's like to work with you. And it's also good for you. You get to actually work with somebody and think, wow, do I enjoy working with them? Is this a good experience? Do we like each other? So having these different phases is a really great way to kind of test the waters. So you have these different levels of services, but they all should, again, if you piece them off of your core offer, they should all lead people up into that main core offer. And that is the ultimate solution to all of their problems, right? So I can explain a little bit how I do this in my business. So I have my $97 offer. Then I have a $690 offer where I hand people their messaging, do their marketing plan for them. I help them to grow on whatever platform that they want to grow on, and it's done with you. So I'm not doing the content, I'm not doing the work for you, but I'm coaching you. And usually smaller business owners, new business owners will hop on to that deal. And then when they get more clients and they increase their revenue, or larger, more established businesses will hire me for the done for you. So not only am I bringing them through all that coaching stuff, I'm also doing it all for them, right? And those prices are now into the thousands, right? And those are retainer fees. So there's just a progression that people can follow with me in my business to continue to hire me. Now, I also offer like 200 different services. Now, I don't dump those on everybody right away. I don't tell people that I've got all of this stuff unless they ask, right? I don't tell them that I do web development and we manage all of it for you. I don't tell them that we, can get them, pretty much any service that they possibly could need, right? But I focus it in on this one stream of getting people leads in their business. And then as they work with me, if they need other things, I can deliver those other things to them. So you really want to focus in on what their need is and bring them in with that need, establish a relationship, and continue to offer more and more services that they can come to you, for to increase that the lifetime value of your customers. So in essence, this is really how you set up your sales funnel for your business to generate leads in your business. Now, I do want to say something that is very, very important when it comes to the types of businesses. So you might say to me, well, I don't do any transactions on my website, right? I get a lot of, executive coaches and those that don't necessarily have programs that people are going to purchase online or through their email, right? Maybe you're going to go into a corporation and you're going to connect with the people there, right? But you can still get those leads into your business. It's just going to look different. It's going to look like a case study that they're going to download. It's going to look like some sort of professional guide that they can grab in order to take their relationship or their business to the next level, or whatever it is that need that you're offering, whether it's investments or it's business or whatever it is. You can provide these guides, and you'll see this on LinkedIn a lot. There's a ton of ads that are like, download this now, and they're doing lead generation. So if your audience is on LinkedIn, that is going to be a really, really good thing for you to do and to generate leads. And the other thing is basically what you're doing is you are offering value to them before they even work with you. You could even do a DM message and just offer that to them, right? So that you now have their contact information and you can follow up with them. So there's a lot of different ways you can tweak this, but at the end of the day, no matter how you have it set up, whether it's through software, landing pages, or you're out there with your business card, what you really want to focus in on is the data along every single step. Track that data so that you know where to tweak things in order to get a stronger ROI in your business, turning those leads, getting leads, turning those leads into buyers and raving fans. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week.